Hey, it's your girl, Copper Color Creations family. How was everybody doing out there? Hey, family, I am back, family. I'm just tripping, family, because I was looking at the last time I did a divine dating. It's been about, 11 months? Wow, 11 months. What that tell you? I have not been, I'm not focused on my dating life, but I have to keep making these videos because oh my God, it's so much going on out there. So many diseases. It's so much chaos in the dating world. I got to at least put my energy out there on how I feel, right? Whether I'm dating or not. But um, before I get started, I want to talk about some things. First of all, oh, family, what I'm going to see. If you are not, let me see, if you don't like bugs, don't move to Arizona. Okay? That's for anybody. If you do not like bugs, any kind of bug, because whew, I moved, I moved recently to I moved closer to the mountain, a little high up, and baby, I'm gonna just say this. I've been in Arizona. I've been from Illinois. I've been in Arizona for not going on 9 years. Okay? The whole 9 years I was here, I lived in Phoenix. I didn't see, but you know, a couple scorpions and some geckos, and I didn't run into a snake until I moved out in Scottsdale. Woo, family. Oh gosh. So in this new location, I guess it's a bad scorpion issue. They got scorpions, cockroach, flying oriental cockroaches the size of a. It's just different, where I'm from. The roaches look so really little. I mean, not that little, but compared to the roaches out here, it's just different. And I'm fighting these scorpions. Oh man. I literally hunt them at night with my light. Now, you gotta take back your power and let them know who running this around here. And that's what I had to do, family. I've been fighting these creatures. But in this new area, it's got a heavy traffic of javelinas, bobcats, and coyotes, and so it's bad. You got that problem. Then you got the scorpion problem is horrible. It's so bad. I'm rethinking oh my God, Arizona is for a summer vacation. I don't know I've been going through some things in life, but what I am realizing is that Arizona will always have my heart. But it's it's like for vacation home, I think. When it get cold where you at, you come to your vacation. Because these creatures, they going to run me straight out of here, literally, out of the whole state. And so the snakes are horrible over here closer to the mountain. I just don't think living by the mountain is cool anymore. It's just an experience that you have. It's cool. Hey, I wanna be, but it's not all no, family is not. Like I said, if you're trying to move to Arizona, do your research first. Okay, these creatures, they they do not play. The geckos don't bother me at all. I deal with them all the time. They trying to run from you. They're not trying to run nowhere in no house, nothing. They trying to run from the birds. They got a lot they dealing with themselves in their own little habitat, and stuff like that. And so Yeah, that's what I'm fighting. Also, I want to talk about you know, the youth. I have some projects that I'm birthing. I'm giving birth to some projects that will support the youth because I see people, you know, I don't see people doing nothing for the youth. It's like they done gave up on our babies. And so I want to bring that energy back. And I want to do something for them. And that is what I've been meditating and thinking about is doing something for the youth because see, I have um, I have 4 children. I have a 29-year-old, 26, 17, and an 8-year-old. And I'm very, very intertwined with these teenagers. Okay? I know what they be on. I know what they own. And so it's your environment is very important. Yes. But family, I'm gonna just keep it 100. It's your home. It starts inside of your home. It does not matter what environment you raise your children up in. It starts inside the home. Okay? And the reason why I say that because we were living in Phoenix and it was like it was cool, it was the reason why I moved over there because it was racial. It had, it was everybody mixed up. A little violent, a little rough, but nothing as bad as where I came from. And so they had like, alcohol problem, marijuana problem in the schools. And the vape, they have a real vape issue here with these kids. Cause now they selling vapes that look like pens. And you don't even know if it's a vape. So they have a really bad vape epidemic out here. And so I said, well, the neighborhood that we were at, the neighborhood that I was living in, I was like, it started to get a little rough. And so I decided, I said, well, let's move out to Scottsdale and see what, a better schooling, better area, because I want better for my children, right? When you want better, when you know better, when you want better, when you know better, you do better. And so, family, let me just say this. It is worse out here, okay? And these babies, oh man, I'm praying for them. Out here, these kids, like I said, their parents are a little more wealthy. They have access to more. So we have 13-year-olds out here that that is addicted to alcohol and fentanyl. Now, when I hear about it and I witness some suffering, I'm like, I've never in my fentanyl. I mean, if you don't know what fentanyl is, if no one, I had the opportunity to take fentanyl, not because I don't drink drug, I smudge, okay? But when I was in my coma, I remember that being on my medical file. And that's what they used to keep me highly sedated. So I'm like, who wants to stay that freaking high? Like these teenagers, and these are young, they are 13. I'm like, wow. And so you got to be really careful when you're raising, especially boys. And so, I hear women, my people all the time, they always say, well, I'm a single black woman and I'm doing it all by myself. And I'll be looking at them like, well, I think 75% of the world is single and doing it by themselves. That's not like a crutch we need to be using anymore. You know? It is what it is. I no longer want to be the victim in that situation. Okay, family? So, yeah. What else? I got some notes. Let's go over. Um, I'm gonna get started into this video, divine dating. Okay, I want to talk about my experience. After being single and celibate for 3 years, I decided, because it's very important if you are getting out of a relationship, to heal first. I didn't want to have trust issues. I didn't want to mess my new relationship up. I didn't want 18 years of what I went through to be baggage of what we so-called baggage. So I just suggest, if you're in a breakup, it's okay to have friends, but take that time to heal your sacral chakra, okay? That's that sacral chakra down there, that lust, that when you look at a woman, you start lusting, and you got to heal that. And so I just decided that I need to heal my sacral chakra because I'm dealing with some childhood trauma, and that childhood trauma, because of my childhood trauma, I looked at intimacy as love. Okay, if you gave me intimacy and romance, then that was just love, and that totally is not the case. And I just want to teach people other ways that you can date out here, right? In a world full of STDs and STIs and BBs and BBDs and BBLs and CCLs and ABCs and 1, 2, 3. In a world full of all these diseases, okay, I think it's very important to give others an alternative. It's okay. Like I said, I am not for everyone, and everyone is not for me. I know I'm not going to have a lot of followers or a lot of people agreeing with my energy. My energy is a one of a kind, okay? The cloth that I'm cut from is sold out, family. And I'm very aware of that. I'm only looking for, to be honest with you guys, because, I got to be honest with my intentions. To be honest with you, I am only interested in connecting and looking and seeking and searching my soul tribe. Will I attract other people? Excuse me. Will I attract other like-minded people? I'm sure. Family, I am so sorry, excuse me, but I did tell you guys that I had family visiting, and they brought their dog, Cousin Teddy. Cousin Teddy, he don't understand that when my door is shut, my door is shut. He want to scratch on my door, and so that's what you hear. I apologize for that, but he's gone now. But okay. But I just want to give people the, another option besides sleeping around. I also, I'm big on manifesting your soulmate, which would be your true love. And so I'm on a journey. I don't want to call it a journey, shall I say. I'm just experiencing life, having my life experiences, going with the flow. And I am having fun, okay? I don't know what everyone else is going through with the dating scene, but I am just enjoying my life, loving on myself, and just taking care of me. The dating comes automatically when you start loving on yourself. People don't know that. You don't have to look for nobody. Just start loving on yourself, giving yourself that self-love and self-care, and they're going to start running. You're going to start attracting everybody. That's law, okay? Many don't know that. Now, if you desire someone, there's ways to attract them. Don't chase them, number one, okay? Number two, be open and keep it real. Okay, because we in 2025 and they say it's they keep saying it's 8.5, it's probably 8.8 billion. I don't want to say souls, but vessels on this earth. So don't be crying over one person, family. Okay? Keep it moving. That's what I say. It's too many people out here for people to be killing over people, okay? And cheating with people. And it's just it's a bunch of mess out here, okay? What I would suggest, all right, in this dating season, divine dating, let me see where my notes at. Let's bring my handy dandy notebook out. Because people, you know, it's a lot of uh entities out here, you know. Let's go to some visuals because that'll help me when we talk about these entities. Having sex. Let's talk about sex, how sacred sex is. Okay? All right, so we talked about soul ties and sleeping around and picking up entities when you are having sex. It's not about the diseases. It is about the entities. The, it's the sexually transmitted diseases. Yeah, that attacks your physical body. But what about the internal, the spiritual body? What do you think a sexually transmitted disease does to your spiritual body, your soul, your essence? And people out here, oh man, my mom was telling me, oh God, people are out here literally, and I even seen this. It's so bad out here that people are literally taking HIV pills just so they won't get it. They don't know who they're sleeping with and it's just like, wow, it's that bad out there? I want no parts of that, family. See, there's ways to divine dating that it's just a way that you do things. Okay, when you're divine dating, you're not exchanging bodily fluids in no way, fashion, form. Okay, number one. So, let me give you an example. So I decided to take myself out on a trip. I flew myself out. I went to it was a convention. So it was a nice convention I went to, and I went by myself, and I said, I'm just gonna go by myself. And so the whole time I was gone, I had like 5 guys try to hit on me. And they were all under the age of 40. The oldest was 35 years old. And, the first question I looked at them and asked them, how old are you? Because, they were very mature, but I knew they were young. I read energy. And so I'm like, they approached me very, very. Shout out to these YNs out here I ran into. I don't know anywhere else, but the guys that I ran into, they were very, very mature for their age. Because see, my ex was 10 years older than me, and he acted like a 25-year-old. So, I'm like, I've never dated anyone my age or younger, ever in my life. I've always dated older people. I hung around older people. So yeah, for the first time in my life, I am deciding to date people my age and older. I am not dating anyone under 40 years old. It's impossible. My daughter's pushing 30. That just wouldn't be right. Okay? That's just a rule I have. If I got adult children, I'm not dating nobody close to my adult children. Not even close. I'm just not. I don't care how much love and affection is there. It's just a preference that I personally have. Okay? I also prefer any man that I go out on a date with to be, celibate, withholding till marriage. Let me say that. Because not everybody is going to be on the same journey. But even to go out, and I know people are going to be like, she crazy. No, I'm not crazy. Because, see, I'm going to tell you why I choose to only date men that are doing semen retention, taking a break out here. Because, number one, it tells me he's healing his sacral chakra. Okay, that's important. Controlling his emotion, and that lust button down there that we all have, not just men, women too. Family, when I speak to y'all, I'm speaking for the men and the women, but I can only advocate for myself, okay, and my experience. But just know, number two, he's going to be holding his manhood back because that would help him to see clearly. I want to sit down and go on dates and travel and do things with someone that's going to be able to think and see clearly, not be distracted by the booty. Okay? All right. So that is my rule. And everybody has their own preference. If you don't like someone's preference, then there are 8.8 billion people out there that you can go out there and, it's enough of us. Now, as far as divine beings, oh no, you only get one of us. It's only once in a lifetime you come past a divine being, okay? We are not all the same. I'm not gonna sit here and say that, but what I'm saying is, for me personally, I'm on this in this dating era that I'm in, and so when I first started, I'm like, I had these like, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do that. No, I said, I'm gonna focus on me, okay? And this is why I haven't made a video in 11 months, because I've been focusing on me, family. Okay? I've been focusing on me, myself, and I. And that's okay, because once I manifest all the things that I so desire, then, I can sit, relax, and enjoy all of my manifestations. But right now, it's all gas, no brakes, all work and no play, family. This summer, I didn't take no vacations. I stayed focused. So, yeah, I'm about to take me I went to Miami in December for my birthday, but, I didn't really do exactly what I wanted. I did what I wanted, but I wanted to do more. And I just been working so hard nonstop. And that's how I want to be until it's time, because family, just because you are delayed, you are not delayed, you are diverted, or you might be disqualified. So just keep going. All right? Whatever you're doing, you're working on that project, you're trying to release that book, you're trying to do whatever you're trying to do in this season. Y'all see things are changing. Okay? Even YouTube, even the social media saying if you ain't making real, authentic content, you cannot be paid. wow. I was like, wow. So everything in the world is really changing. You got to keep it 100. You got to keep it real. All right? All right. So divine dating. You know, I want to give my opinion. I was talking to some brothers and they was like, wow, I was the first person that they have ever heard say this. My opinion when it comes to dating and a man and a woman and a wife and a husband. Because family, we have been taught wrong. We've been taught wrong. We got to unlearn to relearn the proper way. Okay? Number one, a man do not come in your life to be your provider. Okay? A man is not, I'm talking to the women now, right now, to my divine feminine energies, okay? And to my feminine energies, okay? A man is not supposed to come in your life to provide for you. A man is not supposed to go to work all day, work his ass off, then come home and deal with so much. That's not how it's supposed to be, okay? Now, is he supposed to protect you? Yes, not provide. A lot of women got life all messed up and they will fall and be single for the rest of their life because the new energy that's on earth has changed. The divine feminine energy is here, family. You must reciprocate your love, your energy, your essence. Ain't no using, being a gold digger. Them days is over with. Them days is over with. You're going to get exposed. Okay? So with that being said, being equally yoked is very important. Okay? It's very important to be equally yoked in this season. All right? So, you got to look at it like this. If you are in a relationship right now, okay, a woman has a womb, all right? She is supposed to be birthing ideas and creating out of her womb. Businesses, ideas, bang, 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 bang. That's what we do, okay? We bring the ideas up, we put them into action, okay, with our masculine energy, all right? But we are supposed to build our empires, all right? A woman, we're talking about a woman. I'm not talking about a man. Every woman has a womb with a portal where they manifest and birth. Their creativity is stored in their womb. That's basically their money, okay? So she's not supposed to just be at home washing, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the kids and the animals while you work your butt off and come home and still got to work and do things. That is not balance. She's supposed to be creating businesses, having multiple streams of income herself, bring those multiple streams of income and tie them to your multiple streams of income. And that's how you build multi-generational wealth. Okay? You cannot build an empire with one person taking care of the other person and the other person not reciprocating that energy back. Absolutely not. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. You're not going to win. And like I said, shout out to my passport bros. I'm not going to be giving you guys any more energy, but that's kind of, you guys are just, you come up. And that is what I'm saying. Our true leaders, we have true leaders that are dating foreign individuals that they are basically paying for their lifestyle. I know one personally. Well, he's going through it right now. He's going through divorce. He's losing everything, and it's not a good situation. So I could speak upon, and then I can see a couple others that are, that really don't understand what they're getting themselves into. Okay, so you are paying for, a person's lifestyle. They're not reciprocating that energy. Now don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, family. Are there some brothers out there dating foreign chicks that are helping their business grow, and they are seeing their bank account grow? Because karma comes in your bank account. Okay? So if you're losing in this season, when this is harvest and you should be winning, and you're with someone who just wants to take, me, spend the money on me, and they're not reciprocating none of the energy, they're not even thinking about growing a business or starting a business, or, waking up like, hey, I think I should start this, or I think I could do this. They're looking at what you are manifesting. They're looking at your manifestations, like mine, sitting there watching me manifest so you can take, no. See, that's why, to my brothers out there and my sisters, because gold diggers come male or female. You got to be careful out there, okay? It's people that are getting with you, having kids with you because of your bank account, what car you drive, and how you live. Sick. That ain't divine. The Creator didn't put you together. Especially for my brothers out there with a damaged sacral chakra. If you got a damaged sacral chakra, that means you gotta have sex. You can't have semen retention for 30 days plus. Then you are lusting. That relationship ain't God ordained. That's not your soulmate. All right? And a lot of my brothers, they know that. Like, for instance, I'm trying to teach my sisters out there, hey, if you're dating a guy more than 3 years and he ain't proposed, sis, he's not going to. And if he do, it's because he's been pressured and he's not going to be happy, and it's not going to end well. A man, the first year of dating you, knows exactly if he wants to marry you or not. Some puddle it up a little couple, some stall because they're a little nervous, a little sweaty, but they gonna do it. And some just, you just a beard for whatever situation. Okay? Not everybody has, the same situation going on, but what I'm saying is, like I said, a man knows, especially your soulmate, you know your soulmate off top. Okay? You know your soulmate off top. There are signs. Every divine dating video, I'm going to give y'all one special sign to know if you have met your soulmate. My sign is this. Everybody got their own sign. There are many signs, okay? But one sign for me is that he makes me laugh, my ugly laugh. Everybody got an ugly laugh where they just laugh uncontrollably. I have an ugly laugh, like a real gah. And so my soulmate, I would know who he is because he has made me laugh from my gut. Okay? Now that's one key. Your soulmate, to make you laugh from your gut and just uncontrollably. And you like, wow, that one person could just put all that energy of laughter into you, making you feel so good. It's just a magnetic connection. That's just one of the little signs. It's so many more I want to go over. But guys, This video is getting long because hey, I want to cover everything. But the most important thing I want to put out there, if you are divine, you consider yourself divine, you know, you want to get closer to the creator, connect to your ancestors, activate your ancestral DNA. I've always told people you have to do semen retention. Yes, you do. I'm not saying you got to do semen retention. I'm saying if you want a closer relationship to the creator of heaven and earth, and you want to activate some ancestral DNA and get some good knowledge and open up your third eye and all that, okay, then practicing semen retention for 30 to 90 days to get that clarity and enlightenment will boss your life up, okay? And, you know, it is what it is. Is it hard to do? And that's why I wrote my book, Purity and Purpose, because, and I think I'm going to reconstruct the name. I don't really know if I'm going to stick with that. But anyways, telling my journey on the process, on what I went through, on, you know, maybe I can help somebody else out, make it easier for them. Because, baby, can you imagine being married 18 with somebody for 18 years, and you know you don't have to worry about going out there looking for intimacy, you know. And so my life did a 360, and I had to, yeah, so I went from getting romance every other day to none at all for 3 years. So imagine what that transition was like, okay? Very powerful though once you overcome a certain stage. And I am going to make a video. I'm going to start my celibate, I think I'm going to call, my video is going to be called Purity and Purpose, okay? And I'm going to talk about my journey, how I feel now. I feel wonderful. My womb is clean. They ain't got no entities, no deities, no attachments. I don't have to worry about nobody cheating on me, giving me nothing that I can't get rid of. It's just amazing, especially when you look at what's going on now. I'm like, whoa, Texas. They got people in Texas, literally, not just in Texas. Look, that's just what's been captured. Me personally, in my mind, that's happening in every state. Okay, you got to be careful out there. It ain't just happening in Texas. It's happening in Atlanta, Arizona. It's always somebody that got HIV, know they got it, and just want to, you know, keep the whatever that thing spreading. So please be careful out there. And another thing, this is why I only want to date divine beings, is because just because you married don't mean that you safe either. It's some married women out there getting HIV from their husband because their husband, because their husband living a down low life, contaminating the, you know. So it's just a lot going on. And I'm going to tell you, if you want to be happy, peaceful, you know, just peace, tranquility, you ain't got to worry about no drama and chaos when it comes to your sacral chakra. That's important. That's your essence. You know, you got to protect that at all times. All right, so I want to end this video with some things that I do while I'm going to be divine dating. Now, like I said, you ain't got to have sex to have a good time. All right. There are other things called love language. And I want to go over my love language. And maybe my love language might help the next on your next date. You know, love language. Let's look at some different types of love language. All right. Okay. Let's look at some different types of. Number one, words of affirmation. Okay. Now, this involves expressing love through verbal compliments, words of appreciation, encouragement, and kind words. Okay? I'm big on that. Baby, you look good. Yes. That affirmation, and really mean it though. Don't just be telling your spouse they look good and they don't look good. It's all about your intentions. You can't be lying, okay, to your spouse. So if they look good, tell them they look good. If they smell good, tell them they smell good. All right? If they did a good job on a project at the house, say, baby, I love what you did to the stairs. All right? All right. Just affirmations. Spice it up a little bit. A man loves affirmations. Okay? Family. If they don't, something wrong with them. That's like you like being a cheerleader to me. All right? You like feeding their ego. All right? And so affirmations to your man is good. All right? Baby, that haircut looks sexy on you. Words like that. All right, let's go. Quality time. That's my love language. Now, this focuses on giving undivided attention, engaging in meaningful conversations, and spreading focused time together. Hey, if he like you, I don't care, doctor, lawyer, judge, president, baby, he gonna have time for you. Okay, don't let no man tell you or woman tell you they don't have time for you. Because no matter how busy I am, okay, if I like you, hey, I'm gonna be like, where you at? Let's go. Okay. All right, now, the next one is physical touch. Ooh, I am big on this. This involves showing affection through physical touch, such as hugging, kissing, holding hands, or other forms of physical intimacy. And let me tell you, my love language is massages. I give the best massage in the whole wide world. Okay, only for my husband. The one that I truly, my soulmate, shall I say. The only person that's going to get my massage is going to be my soulmate. That's a rule that I make. Nobody has gotten this massage, but my soulmate will get it. Okay? See, that's how you got to manifest that. All right, family? You got to stand on business. You got to say, I'm going to do this when I get my soulmate. All right. So I'm big on massages and touching. You got to learn to have discipline and control, because I know the first thing they're going to say is, no, massaging ain't good for me. Because look, divine beings, what I've noticed is, okay, divine beings, a lot of us have a high, we are, I'm doing the research on that. Our sex drives are very, very high. That's why many of us, a lot of divine beings are in jail, prison, rape, murder, or they have a sex addiction. And many of us, I believe I had to heal a small sex addiction. We have them in stages. Mine, I wasn't out there trying to screw everybody. Mine was one person, probably as much as possible. But I healed that. I healed my sacral chakra. And what I see out here, this is why the whole world is hypersexual, but divine beings it's hard for us. We are very hypersexual because our essence is so powerful. That's why people get addicted to us, because it's our energy, our essence. Okay, you can't just break up with you can't just break up with us, or you can't even leave us. We gotta leave you, and we gotta do it in like phases. We gotta like separate ourselves first. We gotta stop sleeping with you. It's just, you gotta be careful. So I know it's hard, but it is a love language. If you're on a divine dating energy, physical touch, give her a massage, and brother, give him, I don't think I have to tell brothers to give their woman a massage. You guys are pretty good with that, but Women, men love massages. Start giving him a massage, especially if he is physical. He jogs, play basketball, football, work out in the gym, whatever. If he do all that, he needs a massage. Trust me. All right, let's go to the next one. Acts of service. This is about doing things to help and support your partner, such as running errands, doing chores, or making their life easier. And family, all I gotta say is whatever your man, woman is doing, whatever, because you're supposed to add value to the relationship. All right. If you with somebody right now and they are not supporting you, and okay, so whether you run a business or not, whether you're an entrepreneur, whatever you got going on in your life, if your significant other does not support you, and I mean the biggest cheer, I ain't talking about every once in a while, hey, no, I'm talking about your biggest supporter. They supposed to be, this is an empire y'all building together. They supposed to be your biggest cheerleader. Okay? And that's how it is for me. My significant other, whatever they do, most likely he's going to be an entrepreneur like me. Whatever he's selling or doing and dealing, I'm going 100 on his product because his product is my product. Especially if we trying to be one and we dating to marry, because that's what we do as divine beings. We don't just date to date now. We date to marry. And that's my focus. I'm not going to be playing games, just dating, just to be dating. Okay, I can buy my own meal. All right, over here on this channel, we are dating to marry. We are not out here playing with nobody's son or father. Okay? All right, now, the last one, receiving gifts. Ooh, and I'm big on this. I am very big on this. This involves giving and receiving meaningful gifts that show thoughtfulness and appreciation. Now, I think it's in my bloodline, the gifts, because that's how I extend my olive branch. I'm a gifter. Like, if I like someone's energy and I like their work, and I'm like, ooh, I want to work with them, I'm going to gift them. I'm going to gift. I come with bearing gifts, okay? Anybody can tell you that anybody that's ever dealt with me, they can tell you, she brought me a gift. Yes, and I'm like, why? I ask myself, why have I always done this? I don't know, but my ancestors was the same way, okay? The same way. My grandfather bared gifts. He sent corn to the Europeans on a regular, all types of gifts. So, gifting is cool. Now, let me talk about this because I don't want nobody saying no. I'm not talking about a car or a house, okay? I'm talking about it's the thought that counts, okay? It could be a card. It could be anything. I gift it. Sometimes my gifts are expensive. Sometimes they are of no value, but it's the thought that counts. So I'm not talking, don't go out there, being a trick, okay? Because that ain't what we are, all right? And see, you don't have to worry about that energy when you're divine dating. Like, since I started dating, I don't even have to worry about, like, checking nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about that. And so divine beings, when they are operating out of the highest version of their selves, then you don't have to check them. You don't have to correct them. That's why family is so important, to be equally yoked. Because when you're equally yoked, you don't have to teach your spouse how to love you, how to respect you. Okay? That's so important. And I tell my brothers and sisters all the time, you know, you don't have to force anyone to love you. You're going to manifest your soulmates automatically by loving yourself and loving others. You have to love others first. You can't be going around here thinking you can fall in love with one person and you haven't healed yourself first or your sacral chakra. That's so important, family. Okay? So, this is divine dating. I want to say I'm going to call it, sacral chakra energy. I don't know. Whatever I uploaded at. But I want to end with the heart chakra affirmation, family, okay? And I'm going to promise to keep up with my divine dating videos. Now that I'm actually not just talking the talk, I'm walking that walk, okay? All right, so just remember this. When you go on a date, you don't have to sleep with them. You don't have to even kiss them. You can show other ways to love, and it's called different ways of love language. If you with somebody that always got to touch you and get sexual, then they have a damaged sacral chakra. They need to heal it. All right. How do you heal your sacral chakra? Retention. Refrain from sex. Okay. Don't even think about sex. Don't even look at porn. Don't even think about anything sexual. But try to stay away from looking at someone's sexual parts. I don't know how many are going to do it, but right now, in this season, it's so important to just get your enlightenment on, because like I tell people, spirituality cannot be taught. I cannot teach anyone spirituality. I can just guide you on certain things that you can do to activate, okay? Activate your inner self for that awakening. Initiate your third eye. I can't teach it. So a lot of churches, they think they can teach you. You can't teach anyone. No one's coming to save you. The only thing you can guide people to love their self and heal thyself, okay? All right now. All right, family. Let's go. I am open to love. All love resides within my heart. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I nurture my inner child. I am wanted and loved. I live in balance in a state of gracefulness and gratitude. I love the beauty of nature and the animal world. I sure do. I forgive myself. Yes, I do. I am open to love and kindness. Yes, I am. I am grateful for all the challenges that help me. Shout out to all my exes. I appreciate you. Oh gosh. Let's go. I am connected with other human beings. I am grateful to all those that help me to transform and open up to love. All the people that hurt me, shout out to you. I feel a sense of unity with nature and animals. Yes, I do. I accept things as they are. Hey, it is what it is. And last but not least, I am peaceful. Yes, family. Peace and tranquility at all times, family.